Hi and welcome to this RenKap webinar covering a very important topic, procurement, and specifically the government's G-Cloud platform, which allows public sector clients to easily procure niche tech services. In this session, I'll be joined by Ella Grant, Managing Director at AdviceCloud. AdviceCloud are the leading experts in G-Cloud and public sector procurement, and with Ella here to answer some key questions, we are in good hands. Hi Ella, and thank you for joining us.
Hi, welcome. G-Cloud is a government framework that is set up and managed by Crown Commercial Service. It's a catalogue of supplier products and services that public sector organisations can search through and evaluate the offers that meet their requirements. It's a bit like searching on Google or Amazon for a product that you want, using keywords, but with a few key differences. Any public sector organisation can use G-Cloud. So that includes central government departments and their arm's length bodies and agencies, non-departmental public bodies, NHS bodies, local authorities, universities, and not-for-profit organisations like housing associations. Absolutely, G-Cloud is fully compliant with the procurement regulations, and it provides an easy way to buy the services you need. Buyers do need to ensure that their use of the framework is also compliant. There's some really helpful guidance published on the digital marketplace, which details the steps that buyers should take to procure in a way that is fair. Using G-Cloud is much faster than publishing an open ITT. There's no further competition allowed through the framework because suppliers have already submitted their listings. So all buyers need to do is run a search and find the listings or listing that meets their requirements. This can really cut down the procurement time from 12 to 18 months in some cases, right down to 1 to 2 weeks. At application stage, suppliers are required to respond to a standard selection questionnaire in which they provide their company information and background, including their responses to the mandatory and discretionary exclusion questions. Suppliers also commit to complying with the Supplier Code of Conduct and helping buyers to comply with the Technology Code of Practice. Finally, suppliers must agree to the Framework Agreement, which is a contract between them and Crown Commercial Service to maintain supplier performance on the framework. G-Cloud is completely free to use, and you have the benefit of CCS's support if required at any stage of contracting. Well, first you need to do the work around understanding the market, writing down your requirements and your evaluation criteria. Once you're ready to procure via G-Cloud, you want to navigate to the digital marketplace and click on the correct link for G-Cloud. Then, using the search function, you can type in one or more keywords that relate to your requirements. This will then return the listings that include these terms within its summary, features, or benefits. You want to aim for a long list of around 10 listings and then a short list of between 3 to 5 listings. Sometimes a keyword will return hundreds, if not thousands, of results, and so you may need to use a combination of keywords or some of the filters that are available to narrow down the results. Once you have a short list, you can evaluate those listings against your evaluation criteria, choosing the listing that best meets your needs and offers you best value for money. If only one listing appears in the results, then you can direct award to that supplier. It is important to note that you cannot simply search for a supplier's name or any branded product names unless you're specifically looking for support for a product within Lot 3 Cloud support. If you're looking for a hosting or software solution, you must search for functional terms, whereby you'll have a chance of seeing what options are available to you. Yeah, absolutely. I can show you an example now. This is an example if I was a buyer looking for a site investigation software like RenKaps. So this is the digital marketplace. You navigate to this website here and you can click on Find Cloud Hosting, Software and Support. And this is the G-Cloud framework. Here you can find a useful step-by-step of what you need to do to procure, but if you click Start a New Search, then that will take you to the full list of suppliers and their offerings. In this example, I know that what I need is a software, and so I can click Cloud Software straight away, and this will narrow down the searches. As you can see, there's 12,000 listings in cloud software, which is far too many for me to evaluate, and so I need to get this down to just the listings that are relevant. Now, I know that I'm after a site investigation software, and so I'll put that keyword in. Do make sure that you use quotation marks around that so that it searches the full term. Here you can see there are 3 results, which is a really good shortlist straight away. Other searches you may run will bring up many more results. So this is quite good so far. You may find that there are listings that instantly you can discount because they're not relevant to you, and that's totally fine. Or you can use additional keywords, or you can use some of these categories and filters to narrow down the search. Here, what I'm going to do, just to make sure that what I'm seeing is completely relevant, is I'm going to add construction as a keyword. And here you can see that there's only 1 listing that's returned. And so as long as I've done my due diligence as a buyer, testing the market and making sure that I've reviewed everything that's relevant to me, in this instance, I would be able to direct award to this supplier. All supplier pricing is fixed at the point of tender, meaning they have submitted a pricing document when they applied to be listed on G-Cloud, and this is the pricing that's on offer to you. The pricing document should contain transparent pricing for all elements of the service. There shouldn't be any ambiguity about what the service costs, so keep an eye out for ranges or phrases like up to. If you need to buy additional professional services from the supplier, for example, some on-site support, then there should be a Sophia rate card available to view their day rates. Suppliers aren't allowed to offer you discounted rates to those published. Any discounts that are available need to be published clearly on the document so that all applicable buyers can benefit. We recommend checking out the G-Cloud Buyer's Guide that's published on the digital marketplace. There's some really helpful information in there about how to run a compliant procurement through the framework. The CCS Help Desk is also available. Alternatively, if you need any further support with a procurement, then Advice Cloud are here to help. If you're a client or prospect of RenKaps, then you'll have free access to Advice Cloud support, as we're working as RenKaps independent procurement advisors.
And that brings our session to a close. Thank you, Ella, for sharing your expertise with us. If there's any additional questions which you would like answered, then feel free to ask in the comments and we will get back to you. Otherwise, if you'd like to get in touch directly with Ella and Advice Cloud, her email is now on the screen. So there you have it, a quick guide on a simple, fast and cost-effective way to procure RenKap for public sector organizations. I hope you enjoyed the session and thank you for tuning in. Ella, thank you again for your expertise. Really, really helpful and great to have you on board.
Thanks for having me.